Hi, we're here in room 7 with Miss Kimmy. Fun fact about Miss Kimmy is she just started with us last summer. She's our newest teacher to our teaching staff. In fact, she's very new. She didn't take this class until January. You'll remember that you started in September with Miss Veronica, but in January she got promoted to first grade, and so Miss Kimmy stepped in. So you only had 3 months with these children, Miss Kimmy. You did an amazing job in 3 months. Tell me about the children in this class.
So I have pre-K 4-year-olds that'll be starting kinder next year, and you're all so great. Like they're just so in tune with their emotions and how they make others feel, and I feel like sometimes they're more in tune with others' emotions than they are with their own. And they're just so inquisitive and they want to know everything about anything.
They are super sweet children in this class.
They are.
They really are. You had a wonderful time, even though it was only for 3 months with them. What do you miss the most about being away, being gone from the children?
Their stories, just each little personality telling a story, even if it's something they've already told me. It's just so sweet. They were just so excited to tell me just whatever had happened in the time we weren't together.
Well, if we did come back, they'd have lots of stories for you, right?
Can't wait.
Can't wait. Well, let's look at their work.
Hi friends. Okay, so this is our family tree. Do you remember when you guys did this with Miss Veronica at the beginning? You drew yourselves and your mommy and daddy and even your siblings. And then over here we have the start of our flamingos. So do you remember how hard it was to do these legs and to pinch the little tissue papers? Ugh. And then we had to, do you remember cutting all those pieces from that one paper plate? And then we have your fish and your bubble names, which is a multi-step process because we had to do the bubbles first and let that dry. And then you had to write your nutters on each little fish and then space them out perfectly like you all did, like Camila and DJ, Leia, Hannah, Harlow. And then we get to Santana and Colette, who have very long names. And so they had to space theirs out perfectly to make it fit on the little paper. And then there's Colette's, and then there's Axel, Violet, Gavin, Everett, and Ethan. For our wild animal unit, we did panda bears, and this was an especially complicated activity that you guys excelled on. And I am so proud of you. You had to cut out the panda's head and his belly and then put it all together, but also layer it, because the legs had to go first, and then the belly, then the arms, then the head, then the ears. But you guys all did great, and they all are so cute pandas. And then from our bird unit, you guys did pigeons from our favorite book. And here are your toucans, which you each had the opportunity to pick whatever colors you wanted to express yourself and make your toucan. Like this is Santana's toucan. And you guys, here's Gavin's, and you guys did so much cutting and you did so good. And then you have Hannah's, who picked 2 different colors for her wings. And Samantha, who had the little blue eye that matches the body and the wings. And then you have Ethan's, who picked a black body with the big yellow beak. And here is Harlow with her cute little wings. And Axel, who picked a gray tail, even though his wings are so bright. Your wings are so bright. And then here we have Everett, and he picked green wings that are just floppy. And DJ, and he put a big eye. He put a really big one. And then Leia with her little peach beak with a little bit of black on it. And then we have Colette, and she has a big eye too. And your big eye is on the beak, and it looks extra cute. And then we have Camila, who has her pretty blue bird. And then Violet, and she has a pink eye. You have a pink eye. And then do you remember about when we learned about our country and how we had our fun parade? Well, these are your eagles that you did, and these are your hands for all of your eagles. Those are your guys' hands. And you had to cut out the little beaks. And then also from your hands, we have your owls. And this one was a little tricky just because you had to layer your face and your eyes, but you also had to do it on opposite of what your owl was. So if you had a gray owl, you had to do the white face, and if you had the white owl, you had to do the gray face, and you guys did so well. And you got to pick which one you wanted to do, and they all came out cute, especially when you had the crazy eyes. And then over here from our pet unit, we have turtles that you guys all painted and you cut and you decorated them to look like actual turtles, how you wanted your turtle to look. And it was a little tricky when we had to cut the shell and put it on without squishing it because it's raised. It's a 3D turtle. So we had to put it on the shell without squishing the shell. And then where are they going? They're climbing up to our letters. And friends, do you remember our wild animal unit? We did so many great things. We have our elephants that you did, that you got to pick which color, but also remember when we had to play with the sticky paper mache and you didn't know what it was gonna be? Now they're your beautiful elephants. And then we have our giraffes that you had to paint and then finger paint little polka dots on it and then use a Lego to decorate the legs. And then we have your hippos and you had to put on the little teeth and the toes. And then, do you remember our crazy zebras that we had to do? Do you remember what we painted them with? We used a paper clip and a fork. And what else did we use? Oh yeah, the spool we had to use, what the yarn is that we were rolling across it. We didn't use a paintbrush though.
Wow, Miss Kimmy, you have so many cool crafts in this classroom. I wish I had been a child in this room. You did a lot of stuff in the 3.5 months you were here with these children. You know, when I see all of this, it makes me realize how much we miss having our children here.
Very much. I miss you guys so much, and I wish we had more time together, but I am so happy I got to spend as much time as I did with you. You're all so great.